Righty. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How's everyone doing this morning? All righty. Make sure got everything settled. We are on the road. How y'all doing this morning on this wonderful, blessed Thursday morning? I am author Angelina Rito. So nice to meet each and every one of you. I am excited about today. I wanted to come in today to give you, bring you the word today from Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 through 7. Right. I want to encourage each and every one of you today to move forward in life, right? To have faith in God, especially when, He instructs you to do something or He tells you that something is going to happen, right? We want to make sure that we have faith in Him, right? Because anything is possible for with God by your side. If you allow Him to come in and direct your path, trusting the process, trusting that, He's going to deliver, right? And we have to have that faith, I know y'all heard the story about, and if you haven't, about Sarah, Abe's wife, who, didn't have that faith, right? When God told her that, He was going to give her a child, right? Time went past and she started to get older, and God kept telling her, that He was going to give her a child, and she started not to, believe that, right? Because soon she got old, right? She started to, become of old age, and she started to not to believe that she started to not believe that God was going to um, keep his promise to her, giving her a child. So, and because she didn't really have that faith in God and she really didn't trust in Him, she convinced, her servant to go lay with her husband, right? To bear him that child, right? Because she didn't believe that she could have a child at her age, right? She thought that it was impossible to have a child at her age. And sometimes when God comes to us and tell us that He's going to do something or instructed us to do something, sometimes we don't have that faith, right? Sometimes, we don't trust in God, right? Sometimes we think that it is impossible to open that door, right? So, I want to just really encourage you to have faith in God, right? Regardless of what's going on, regardless of the situation, because He's going to deliver, right? He is going to deliver. You have to have that faith. You just have to have that faith and trust in the process and believe in Him. That He's going to move. He didn't already make these promises. The things that He didn't already promise us is already there. We have to get up. We have to be willing to get up and step out of our comfort zone and go get it. Go grab it. So I'm going to read from Proverbs chapter 3 verses 5 through 7. Okay. So verse 3, no, no, chapter 3, verses 5 through 7. So verse 5 says, trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not unto thy own understanding. And what that verse is basically telling us is to trust the Lord, believe in Him, have faith that He's going to do what He promised. Right? Don't just go off of what you think. Go off of how you feeling, right? Because that's what we do. We go off of how other people might think or view us, or we go off of our own understanding of our own faith and different things like that. And that's telling us not to trust in God, right? Believe in Him. Have faith that He's going to do what He promised, right? Sarah did not have that trust or faith. She did not think she could bear any children at her old age. She didn't have that faith. She didn't have that trust, right? So I want to encourage you to have that faith and have that trust in Him. He's our creator. He created us, right? He knows our purpose in life, right? He knows and understands the reason why He created us. And we have to sit down and take that time with Him to understand why He created us, right? To understand our purpose in life, right? Okay, verse 6. In all their ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct their path, right? In all their ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct their paths. No matter what you go through in life, always keep God first. When things go wrong, pray, talk to the Lord, ask for guidance. See, Sarah didn't keep God first, right? She didn't pray or ask for guidance, right? She just didn't believe. She didn't have that faith. She thought it was impossible for her to have that child, to bear children. And she waited for so long, and she was tired of waiting. She felt like she didn't have the energy to wait, right? And sometimes we feel like that. We be tired of waiting. I remember I used to say, my grandma told me, pray. When I was going through some things and I had to leave Austin and move back to Rockdale with my foster mom and my two kids, I felt ashamed. I felt embarrassed. I didn't want to go through the same things that my biological mom went through. I became depressed at this time. And my grandmother told me, she was like, baby, just keep praying. Just keep praying. God is not going to put nothing in front of you that you can't handle. And I told her straight up, I'm tired of praying. When it's going to be my time? Why bad things keep happening to me? I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, right? I'm trying to have this faith in him. But bad things keep happening. Why do bad things keep happening to me? Right? I start getting tired. I start getting, frustrated. I start getting angry at God. And sometimes we do that. We get angry at him. We get frustrated with him because sometimes we don't understand why things happen to us, right? Verse 7 tells us, be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. All right. So verse 7 says, be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. Don't think that you don't need the Lord. Understand that he is almighty and have the power to make you or break you. Fear him and no one else. I'm gonna read that translation again. Don't think that you don't need the Lord. Understand that he is almighty and you have the power to make you or break you. Fear him and no one else. Okay, that's verse 7. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Lord. Oh my goodness. Give me 1 minute, y'all. Somebody is giving me a call. Oh, this is hello. Hello. What you say, sis? I said good morning. I'm getting ready to leave the house. Okay, sis. All right. My bad, y'all. That was just so unprofessional. Babysitting my sister's daughter, which is my niece, so she's on her way. But yes, I wanted to come on here and just really talk to you about Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 through 7. So go back, replay the video, look at that, and I just want to encourage you, each and every one of you, to have faith in God, right? Lean to not your own understanding, right? Understand that God is almighty, right? He can break you or he can make you. It's up to you. It's up to you which direction you want to go. It's up to you if you want to allow him to direct your path, right? If you want to allow Jesus to be that light, right? Start asking the Holy Spirit to guide you in that direction. Let things go. Let it go, step aside, and let God step in and direct your path. Stop being that passenger seat driver. Allow him to drive. Trust in him. Right? Faith is all about trusting, believing, right? Not seeing, not seeing. Oh, I gotta see it first before I have faith in it. No, but if you think about it, if you look at the other people's lives and what they went through, you can tell. You can tell that faith is here. That faith is all around us. We have to trust. We have to believe. We have to get out our own way of thinking. I always say, my sister's always saying the divas. One of my sisters, Rolanda, always say, and I always quote this, and I always will quote this. It is okay to not be okay, but it's not okay to stay that way. It is okay to cry. It's okay to feel frustrated. It's okay to feel like you want to give up at times. But it's not okay for you to allow that to hinder you. It's not okay for you to allow that to stop you from your purpose in life. That is not okay. It's not okay. You have to move. Even when things get tough, even when things are bad, even when things are not going right, even when you don't even know how the day is going to go, you still get up. You still get up with a smile on your face. You still thank God for putting you on the roll call, because guess what? You didn't have to be here. A lot of people did not make it today. You made it. So regardless of what's going on, you should wake up with that smile on your face. You should thank the Lord every single day He wakes you up, because He didn't have to. He could have called you home. He could have said, guess what? Your time is up. I gave you too much time. And that's what He's doing. He's given us time to understand and realize our purpose in life, understand and realize why He created us. So I want to come on here and tell you, ladies, get up. It is time. It is time to let it go. It is time to get out of your comfort zone. It is time to let God to direct your path and have that faith that He's going to do. Don't be like Sarah and go off and do things the wrong way and not His way. You seen what He did. You seen what she did. She went to her servant, convinced her servant to lay with her husband, to give him a child when God told her to wait patiently. When we decide not to wait patiently, that's when mistakes start happening. That's when the bad decisions start happening. That's when the frustration start happening. We have to stop it. We have to stop it. And start having faith in Him and start believing and waiting patiently on Him. Because if He gave up on us, we wouldn't be here. We would not be here, ladies and gentlemen. We would not be here. I would not be talking to you right now. If I decided to let every bad thing stop me, especially me being on probation, owing $29,000 in restitution fees, and God came to me and told me it was time to tell my truth, it was time to write my book, my story, God, you tripping. I don't have no money. I have 6 kids. I'm on probation. I'm a wife. My husband looking at me crazy, wondering what's going on. I ain't never been on probation, never been arrested. And the first time I'm a felon. And you telling me it's time? I'm stressed. I'm depressed. How can I write a book? I don't have the money. I don't know the directions to go. You know what He said? He said, my child, I got you. Trust, believe in me. Just take that first step. Take the first initiative and write that book. Reach out. I have sisters on standby for you. You have to be willing to step out your comfort zone and let new people into your life. Clear your table. Give me 1 second, ladies. 1 second. 1 second. Rajan, you ready? Put your backpack. All right, sis. You have a good day. You're welcome. Girl. All right, sis. Oh, hey, y'all. I am so sorry. Told y'all I'm babysitting this morning. And y'all see what I said. You got to do it with no excuses, right? You got to, regardless of what's going on, you have to do it, right? With no excuses, with no, you know what I'm saying? Do it afraid, do it scared. Stop with saying, oh, I don't have the time. I don't have the babysitters for it, right? I don't have this. I don't have that. You have to find the time. You have to stop with the excuses. It's easy. It is so easy to come up with 101 excuses, right? It is so easy. So today I want you to try to come up with non-excuses, right? Your goals that you set out for yourself this year. And have you accomplished those? How is that going? Your vision board that you did this year. How is that going? What have you accomplished this year? Right? These are the things that you should be writing down. These are the things that you should be talking to God about. Getting that understanding with him about which direction you should go. Because I'm telling you, I didn't believe it. I didn't believe none of it. I thought everything was impossible. I've been in that situation. Let me tell you guys something. For the ones that have not read my first book, right here, My Truth, No More Secrets. This book right here is a memoir over my life, what I went through. This is the book that God told me to write and I thought was impossible to write. The first book. 2019, I was arrested, lost my job, everything. Became depressed, didn't think that I would be able to make it. And God comes to me and tells me, it's time to write that book. It's time to tell your truth. It's time to get your story out there to the world. I didn't believe it. Thought it was impossible. I was like Sarah, right? Because he's been telling me. He's been telling me things was going to change. He's been telling me that I was going to become an author. He's been telling me to write the book. He's been telling me to do these different things. But I just refused to do them. Because I'm so busy wanting him to do all the work. I didn't want to do no work. So I got frustrated. I got tired. When it's going to be my time? And that's a lot of us. When it's going to be our time? When are we going to stop suffering? When are our hearts going to stop aching? That's how I was thinking. That was my mind frame. But God told me, my child, don't worry about that. Follow my directions. Write that book. And most of the times, God comes to us during our darkest times to tell us to write that book. God comes to us in our darkest times and instructs us to do something. Right? And it's a reason why he does that. Because he want to show us our strength. He knows we are strong. But we just have to have faith. We just have to trust. We have to believe in him. Right? Guess what? I was raped. I was neglected by my mom. My mom was a drug addict. I had to raise 4 siblings at the age of 9 years old, take care of them, watch. I had to do all of that. I was a pregnant teen mother. Bad decisions, wrong decisions that I made. I done did some things in my life. But guess what? They don't define me. That's not who I am. And I'm telling you, you done some things in your life. You made some mistakes. You made some bad decisions. But that does not mean that's who you are. Right? You're not a bad person. You just made bad decisions. It's time to move. It is time to move. I want to go to James real quick. James chapter 1. Let's go to James real quick. I'm gonna read something from James, and I'm going to close it out. But during your time, I want you to look over Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 through 8, 5 through 7, and read over it. Write your translation. What is it telling you? What does it mean to you? What is God trying to tell you? Okay. James verse 6. So James chapter 1, verse 6. Okay. James chapter 1, verse 6 says, but let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. Okay, that's James chapter 1, verses 6. Right? Trust that God's going to make it happen. When you ask for something, and if you don't have faith in what you are asking for, then it won't happen. Right? A lot of us ask for things, but do you have faith in that when you ask God for it? Because if you don't have faith in what you're asking for, it's not going to happen. Things are not going to change. Things are not going to be different in your life if you do not have faith in God and trust and believe Him. So that's what I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about. I just threw James chapter 1, verse 6 in there today. But I really want you to go back and look at Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 through 7, right? Because I want you to start there. I want you to start building that faith, right? Start having that faith. Start stepping out of that comfort zone. Start believing and trusting that God is going to direct your path, right? You have to. We trust doctors, we trust lawyers, we trust teachers, we trust our friends, we trust everybody else, but we don't trust God. And we have to start trusting Him. So that is my time. Thank you for each and every one you have joined me this morning, early morning. So thank you very much. Don't forget, guys, don't forget that my 5-day challenge is coming up. That my 5-day challenge is coming up next week, Monday through Friday from 7 p.m. Central Time to 8 p.m. Eastern Time, guys. You don't want to miss it. So if you have not joined the challenge yet, please join. It's a free challenge. I've talked about it. I don't want to get too much into it on here, but yes, the free 5-day challenge. It is time to write your book and start impacting the world, right? I'm going to show you basically how I became a best-selling author, right? How I became an author in multiple anthologies, right? I want to teach you and help you be able to write your testimony in a way that it grabs other people's attention, right? Where it's going to grab your audience attention, right? What's going to make it that's going to make it worth reading, right? And that's what it's all about. So I want you to really, I'm just going to show you, especially day 3 masterclass, right? Y'all don't want to miss day 3 masterclass because I'm going to get down to the nitty gritty, right? We got prizes for the challenge, for after the end of the challenge, for the most engaged, for the best testimony paper. So, I want y'all to be there, right? I want y'all to start the process of healing, start the process of writing your testimony and eventually turning that testimony into a book, right? And I'm going to show you different ways that you can write your book. Basically, I'm going to show you different ways that you can write your book. I'm going to tell you the different ways that I wrote my book and different things like that. So it's going to be an exciting week next week. I'm super excited about it because it is my first challenge. Just started my coaching business, Christian Women Academy. So I'm super excited about that. As well as ladies, join Christian Women Academy Facebook community group, where we connecting, where ladies are in there and basically just giving their testimonies, what's going on, encouraging one another, giving you a few tips, and just encouraging you to move throughout the day and throughout the week, throughout the year, right? And that's what it's all about. So please join Christian Women Academy. as well as ladies join the 5-day challenge. It is free. So I really want you to join. Do it afraid, do it scared. And and don't forget my book signing event for everyone that's in the Texas area, who's going to be in the Texas area. Rockdale, Texas, December 2nd from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. I will be hosting my first book signing, The Powerful Word of God, Destroying Change in Our Lives. Okay. So both of my books, My Truth, No More Secrets, as well as The Powerful Word of God, is both on Amazon right now. Okay. I have a personal website as well that you can go to and order. It's in the bio, Rito'sExpressions.com. Everything, all my websites within the bio that you can click on and go to, and it will direct you straight to my website, and you can order My Truth, No More Secrets, or The Powerful Word of God. Okay. But I would like to see each and every one of you December 2nd from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Rockdale, Texas, Springfield Baptist Church, for my first book signing. Y'all have an amazing, blessed day. I love each and every one of y'all. So y'all just go out and y'all execute. Step out of your comfort zone. Coach Lady Radio. Coach Lady Radio. Coach Lady Radio. Coach Lady Rito. Talk to you soon. Peace.